So I'll give you guys I can't really do starter. We did some photos of the pre on our new Instagram. We decided to make one for the channel, so it's do it right underscore DIY underscore renovation on Instagram. So there's some pictures of kind of the old hole, kind of what we did here. But biggest thing I talked about before, our house is 113 years old. So there's plasterboard up there, old insulation. I tore it down. My wife asked if I was going to put plastic up. I didn't. Even after cleaning it up, I destroyed the carpet. So we're going to have to see if we can get a steam cleaner to get that out. Hopefully it does. But that's more money we're going to have to spend by not spending, $5 in plastic. So we're going to pull this thing down. I went and bought one of these at Home Depot. They're pretty cheap, but I figured I'd take you guys up here real quick. I did have to trim it down. It was a little long, but it will at least allow us access into my attic now. I'll kind of take you up there real quick and show you some of the things we're dealing with that are kind of a pain in the ass. Pretty simple, basic design. We kind of over framed the outside a little bit just because it was kind of crazy. I've got a lot of old insulation in here, you'll notice. I have an old chimney. That, all they did was knock it off at the roof and kind of board it up. There's no insulation in between any of the rafters. There's obviously insulation down here, and it's at least pretty tall, so that's good. These are the things we're running into, though. So that electrical box, even if it's not being used by code, is required to be accessible from the ceiling. The wiring here isn't stapled properly. This is one of the things we talk about that kind of proves to us that the house was not properly done by contractors the way they said it was. You have to get an electrical inspection if you get a permit. None of this would have met code, even in 2013 when they said they updated the house. So we're going to go through and we're going to change that. One of the things we're going to do, though, is probably rake around some of the outside areas. And we're going to try and see if we can't foam seal if necessary. I'm tempted to kind of just bring up some OSB, make some floors and stuff like that, and then possibly use this area up here for storage. I've probably still got another 7 to 8 feet from here where I could go up and actually have a ceiling. So we may look at batting insulation in there. I might look at some of those spray kits that they have at like Home Depot and Lowe's, where it's a double canister system. I'm not sure yet. We're not sure how much effort we want to put into this up here, especially since most of our heating issues comes from the floor, not from the attic. So this is kind of on the back burner, but I couldn't even get up here to look at it. One of the things that I do want to do is take that chimney out, though. There's no fireplace in my house, so I want to take that out kind of brick by brick, but now that I can get up there, I can do small bits at a time. It goes into my son's room, and it also goes into our bathroom downstairs as this weird little alcove. They didn't do anything but wall around it, so I don't know how embedded into the foundation it is. We're talking about next spring, maybe next fall, doing the bathroom and completely ripping it apart. If I can get the chimney out by then I could get a little bit of space back in my bathroom and maybe add to the floor plan a little bit. We have a pretty small bathroom anyway, but we only have one, so if I can, even if it's only, 36 inches square, I'd rather get it back. But this is the mess that we made. So I'm gonna go back down real quick and kind of show you what we're gonna do. We don't have lighting up there, so you have to bear with me. But this is the ladder system. It's pretty basic. Works pretty well. Folds up. Springs hold it in place. We just built a frame around and then bolted this to it. You know, it wasn't too expensive, a couple bucks at 2x4s. And then that way anyone can get up there. And then if you look up here, you can kind of see they have this old plasterboard and like this weird wood system. And then this is like some kind of weird little plasterboard. And then they've got these wood pieces that I really hate anyway. But what I'm gonna do on this piece here is I'm gonna install 2 layers of probably 1/2 inch drywall. And then I'm gonna put a molding on the actual door system so that when it goes back into the ceiling, you aren't gonna be able to tell that it's cut up into a mess. I mean, that's just a big Sawzall cut. So that'll be the next part of that project, is just installing the drywall, and then just putting some molding on it so it looks clean. Downstairs we're replacing most of the ceilings. I'm not sure if I'm going to do up here yet because it's so much work. If we do, I will probably go with fire code drywall, and I will probably double it up on each ceiling. There's acoustic sealant you can put in between the layers that'll actually kill noise, and then we can still put some insulation between the ceilings. But that's just kind of where we're at with the attic, so giving you guys an update on that. Thank you.